WCSM's General Store is brought to you by Christine Flynn, your local farmer's insurance agent. Orion Saft, the AME Group for all your technical needs. And Buy Now Closeouts, your local discount retailer. WCSM is recorded at 70X7 Studio.
WCSM's General Store from the 70X7 studio with us, your General Store gang, and of course the most important people in the room, Mike and Carter, our producers.
Yeah. I thought you were going
I'm sorry,
another
Kurt.
way.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I really felt like she was going
I know
my way
you
on
were,
that.
yeah.
That's okay.
Never. When have I ever?
I don't know. That was silly of me too.
Why would you even think that?
It's like when I email you.
Oh, you email me?
Yeah.
She's got you blocked.
I never was. I never.
Delete.
Yeah.
Delete.
Watch
That's
this.
for Kurt.
Delete.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't.
All kinds of respect.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes.
Always. I figure if it's that important, you'll pick up the phone and call me.
I figured.
And then I won't take your call either.
So unkind.
No, that's just our relationship.
It's
That's
a
just
great
how
one,
it is.
isn't it?
It really is.
Of course, you have you set your phone to not receive notifications
For anything.
all the time, right? I
Yeah.
mean, so you have literally set your phone aside.
I got to the point where my phone was controlling me and my life, and so I shut off notifications for text messages, phone calls, social media, email. No, my phone does not tell me. And then if I want to see if there's something that someone's trying to get hold of me, I'll pick my phone up and look. But my phone no longer controls me.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah. Now that drives Perry and the boys crazy.
I bet it would.
I mean, what did we do before, 2000 or 1990, whenever it was, when we got, what did we do without, we survived, right? So.
Did we?
Yes, we did. Quite nicely. I think life was I miss Mayberry.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No, you got a point. You've got a point, but you're also retired.
I shut that off a year probably before I retired.
True. That's true, but
I'll tell you
I
what
get
it was. There was and I can't remember the name of the documentary. I know a lot of people
which
watched
one you're talking
it. It
about.
was on Netflix.
That's right. That's right.
And it really showed how they controlled us. They
showed
control
me
us.
that. Yeah, that was a good one.
I shut all my notifications off at that point. I'm like, you are not controlling me any longer.
How was it? I was hoping for a snap there.
No.
Z, there it is.
No.
There it is.
No, yeah. So I had to shut it off. So
Yeah.
I encourage
Okay.
everyone to do that. Really, I know you can't. I mean,
Well,
I
good luck with
realize
that.
you've got a. But I had a job at one time, and I had my notifications turned off.
This is before the fire. No, I'm serious.
Right,
before
right.
the retiring folks.
Yeah.
I get it. No, it's a good point. I mean,
No, I understand what you're saying.
I wish I could. I just.
Well, I would probably never find it if I didn't get notice. So
It'd be hard to do what you do without it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have enough problems with the notifications getting on things.
I will say there have been times I've left my phone laying, because I just never have my phone in my hand anymore. So I don't even think about it. But then when I need it, I'm like, okay, what do I do with my phone? And then Perry will go, I'll call it. I'm like, that's not going to do you any good.
Well, that's why you get the watch, so you can ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Do you have the watch?
So
Do you
no,
have
I
the
don't
watch that goes with it?
No.
You need to
get notifications.
Mediocre minds.
Again, defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
So whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. Just keep deleting my calls, or my emails. It's fine.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem.
So
It's a deletion of love, really. That's what it is.
yes, it is.
All in love.
It is.
All in
It
love.
is. Absolutely. It's all in positivity. So, do we have some good old boys and good old girls? Any top fans?
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Bill?
Bill?
Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't.
Bill fell asleep over here. I'll try to help you out here. You guys tap dance while.
How about clog dance? I
How
can
about
do
you
that.
could clog?
I'm not too much of tap dance.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. You're fine. Here, I got you covered, Bill. I think.
You got me
Hold on.
covered?
Okay, here it is. Top fans. Where did we leave off last time? We went all the way down. Yeah, let's see here. Go all the way down here. We'll start with.
I'm telling you what, we are so professional.
Oh, we totally are.
Did you get a notification on this?
All righty. Top fans this time? Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Hey, we got you covered. No worries.
Kyla Porter, Bill Grubbs, Cindy Bell, Marilyn Clark, Betty Messel, John Hooker. Everybody knows John.
Oh, everybody knows John. Yeah, absolutely.
And Robert Harper.
Very good.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
I believe
Thank you.
was John's sister an Olympic athlete?
Yes.
Really?
Jennifer.
Oh, yes.
Brinegar. Mhm.
That's his
Really?
sister?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know Jennifer was his sister.
Yeah. Things we learn.
Jennifer Brinegar now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their son, Jennifer's son, was Olympic swimmer.
Okay.
Wow.
Live over in Columbus.
Yes,
now.
they live over Columbus.
Wow.
Yeah. So friends in the family, apparently. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
I did
Cool.
not know they were brother and sister. John Hooker, that used to be at the.
Hospital.
Oh no, I was thinking highway department. John
He was Chambers.
Chambers. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
no.
all that we just heard was
Yeah, but no, it's
delete
still
all that.
Yeah, no, it's still the Hooker family, so we're good. Yeah,
It's not that Hooker family.
it was just I was thinking of John Chambers, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking
Different
of a
John.
John, but not
Different
yeah,
John.
so.
Different John.
Okay, so okay,
Don't
so
use it.
I'm gonna just move. You're nuts. You are absolutely nuts.
Out of control.
Here's what happens.
OC.
Here's what happens. So, like on Fridays when our episodes drop, and I'll go back and I'll watch them again. Like I'll watch them, maybe a time or two again. I literally find myself laughing out loud at him, even though I was there when it happened and I've seen it. It doesn't matter. I always laugh at him.
If you know Mark really comes off as a shy, kind of quiet, laid back type of individual. If you just know him outside of this show, right? But then when he gets into this show, he finds an area he zings in, and he comes in like a lion. And
Yeah.
and
I don't think that's true.
And usually 4 out of 5 times, I'd say it's funny.
Oh yeah, like the episode. Obviously, I've
I
watched
always
it.
feel like it's the fifth time I'm hitting.
No, actually, obviously I've watched the episode several times. The one where Griffin, my son,
Right.
was on with us, episode 13, and when Mark said when Griffin was talking about unusual attitudes in an airplane, and Mark goes, I'll tell you what, if that happened and I was in the airplane, I'd have an unusual attitude. Every time I'd die laughing.
It gets
Every
you.
time.
Yeah.
And I know it's coming.
Right.
It's just so
It
funny.
is true. I would have
Yeah.
that attitude.
I'd say that's right.
Yeah.
I'm again it.
Very unusual.
So much fun. All right, so I wanted to ask you guys about your favorite television shows
Oh,
growing up. Do you have
Man, that's
growing
tough.
up? Not like current. I don't know if you're like me. I don't watch a lot of television now, but when you were growing up, what was your like go-to? What was the television show you really? I'll go to you first. What was your favorite?
wow. You go someone else
No.
first because this is stuff I love television.
Are you still a big TV watcher?
Some I watch the classics. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
still go back to the old TV
Still hold
shows.
up?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
they're
for
remaking
sure.
them now. Night Court's back out.
Yeah.
Magnum PI's back out.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hawaii Five-0.
It's like
Oh,
they
yeah.
just can't outdo those great
Right.
games. So, I don't know. I enjoy TV, and I was always Sammy Terry. I loved when I was a kid. Of
I
course.
hated that.
I
I was
love
so
Sammy.
scared.
Friday
My
nights.
father scared me. He scarred me with that
Yeah,
show.
Aw.
but that's a local. If
Yeah.
anybody's not from Indiana, that's a local horror story
Yeah.
guy that would come on, and his name was Sammy Terry, playing
Yeah.
on Cemetery.
And we know the
And-
guy who
yeah.
was doing some of the props.
Oh, yeah.
back then.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Caldwell.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Big
Yes,
fan of the
yeah.
show.
Tells us a lot of this behind the scenes
stuff, which is
It's
cool.
hilarious.
Didn't he say he was the spider? at
Oh,
one
he
time,
was
too?
George.
George the spider.
George, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
It's
he said
hilarious.
he even helped open the cast.
Yeah.
Stop!
But
Oh, it was awful. Trust me, it's emblazoned on my mind.
I bet.
We lived, when I was young, we lived in a little bitty, like 14 by 28 mobile home. Like, it was tiny when I was little. And I was in the first bedroom down the very tiny hallway. It was one of the hallways where you could put your hands and your feet
Like
and
Spider-Man.
shimmy yourself up because the hallway was literally this wide. And then the living room was just on the other side, and you know how thin the walls are in a mobile home. So Dad would be in the living room at night on Friday nights watching Sammy Terry, and I was in my bedroom on the other side of the wall, just pillows over my head, and it scared. I always heard the coffin raise the lid. Oh, just hated it. Still.
Yeah, there.
Oh, stop it.
I love Sammy Terry.
Yeah. So
Do that. That sounded really
That was
real.
really-
I looked over at the
I
producer.
thought they were piping
they
it
doing?
in. I did too. That's so yeah.
I am Sammy Terry.
I like different shows.
Now, did you just like Sammy Terry, the host, and what he did, or did you actually
Yes.
like the horror shows too?
Well, it was a whole, usually I had my cousin Dennis Strange over or something, and we were,
Yeah, right.
staying over. And it's
Yeah.
just the whole aura of it,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and you kind of got into it, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You usually have fix some popcorn
Yeah,
or
sure.
pizza,
Yeah.
You get the old cardboard pizza out. It was wonderful.
Yes, yeah,
Cardboard and ketchup.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then for daytime shows, I mean, or things like that, there's so many good shows that I miss seeing today. I used to watch Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
It's silly, but it was
Yeah.
funny stuff and,
Yeah.
and just silly things like that.
Yeah.
So for me to pick out one, I don't know.
It'd
that
be
I
hard
could.
to do.
Now I will say I did like Saturday Night Live with the original cast.
Yeah. Chevy
The
Chase
John
and Bill Murray
Belushi,
and all those guys.
that was
Yeah.
that was a big deal,
Yeah, that
especially as
was
a
good.
teenager. You
For
thought
sure.
you were really cool if you watched Saturday Night
Yeah, if
Live.
you got to watch that.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Bill.
No, Bill, what do you think?
I'm just going to build on your Sammy Terry thing. His son is continuing that.
Yes.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he does a good job.
Uh,
I met Sammy Terry several times because
Yeah.
I was a big fan, probably a top fan.
Yeah, I bet you were a top fan.
Yeah.
Probably.
Before there were
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. So, what would you say your favorite?
I don't know. As a kid, maybe like F Troop or
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I loved that show. That was always
Larry
a lot of fun.
Storch.
Yep,
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
That was one you just really hated to miss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course every Sunday we'd be at my grandparents and we'd watch The Wonderful World. of
Oh,
Disney.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
yeah. That's a. Oh
That
gosh,
was
I forgot
fun.
about that.
And right before that, do you remember? For us,
was
I don't
it
know.
Lawrence Welk?
Mutual of Omaha's Wild
Wild
Kingdom
Kingdom,
with
yes.
Marlon Perkins.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's good
I used to
stuff.
love it.
Right.
I'm missing in the Jeep while Jim bites his alligator.
Yeah. Oh, there's one-legged Jim.
That was Sunday nights.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Oh, we
wasn't it?
watched those too. So
Yeah.
good. What about you, Kurt?
Oh gosh, yeah, just tons of the one that comes to mind. Really, the guy who taught me to be cool was Arthur Fonzarelli. I mean,
Oh,
Well, he
have-
failed.
Fonzie, yeah.
Totally major fail there, but I do. I've got a picture of me in my bedroom with doing,
The thumbs up. The
and the Fonzie posters behind me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great poster.
Happy
love
Days,
it, but,
so good.
Loved Happy Days. Laverne and
Laverne and
Shirley,
Shirley.
all those
Charlie's
shows.
Angels.
Did not want to miss. Wasn't allowed to watch that. Mom would have had a fit.
No, yeah.
I was
Way
7.
to go, Doretta.
I was gonna say you
That's a
probably had
good-
the Fonzie poster
Yeah.
and the Farrah Fawcett
Yeah.
poster.
Behind the Fonzie poster. So Mom wouldn't know. But and then you get into the 80s shows. I think you mentioned Night Court. The
Yeah.
Cosby Show
Oh,
was
yeah.
wonderful.
Oh.
Family Ties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember
So
those
many great shows.
that lineup? Cheers. And that stuff. You
Weren't
just
there
didn't
so
wanna miss.
many great shows? Television is just stinks now.
it does.
There is nothing
does.
like that.
There is nothing like
Really?
that. You're right.
It's either a doctor show or a cop show where everybody's shooting you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's like how many of these
Violence.
CSI
Law and Order.
or Law and Order? I mean, they're all in CSI. Louisiana or CSI
Right.
Chicago.
Miami.
I mean, it's like
Bloomfield.
they don't have an original thought anymore. In,
I agree.
In Hollywood or
I
New
don't-
York or wherever.
I don't think there's anything to create anymore. Almost, it's almost like the patent office is closing down
Right, it's-
on creative TV shows. You know,
It's
but
so
it's all about
strange.
violence. It's
Yep.
all about sex.
Yes.
all
Yeah.
that stuff that you
Hate
can't
it.
you
Yeah.
can't watch with your kids.
No.
You know, Lori won't watch any of it. I know Renata won't either. And
Nope.
it makes it difficult. It really does. So then we revert back to Happy Days.
Yeah.
Right.
And Little House on
That's
the
why I said
Prairie.
I turned
and
to
Brady
the-
Bunch.
I
you
turned
know.
to the classic TVs because that's where I
absolutely.
Little House on the Prairie, so
The
good.
Waltons.
Yes.
You know, so I mean, you can watch that stuff and you don't have to explain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so
I would say,
it-
for me, I loved Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, the
That was
classic
probably
car.
one of my. I loved that
Yeah.
Torino. That
Yeah.
car. Oh, dream car.
Awesome.
But I just really liked. I really liked that show.
I wonder why.
Then I of course loved. I liked Huggy Bear
well, I tell you,
in Starsky and Hutch.
yeah, Renata's favorite would be Brady Bunch.
I was just getting ready to say, and I loved Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Brady Bunch was like 4:00 in the afternoons
Yeah.
after I got home from school.
Yeah.
Never missed
Absolutely.
an
that was when
episode.
it was in what do they call it? That was after it was already off the air,
Right.
but they brought it back
Right.
and
Channel
played
4
it every
played
day.
it.
Yeah.
right. They played
Right.
it every day.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Gomer Pyle, another great show.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, there you go.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
So much great
Classics.
television back
Yeah.
then.
You know, I'm so glad that we can still access it.
I think we
Yes.
talk about
Today.
this forever.
So,
We could because there was so much good
Yeah.
content back then,
Yeah.
and you could sit down and watch it as a family.
Oh, and I
I-
will say, I'm sorry, Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Got to
Oh,
give
yeah.
him. I mean, my dad. We would only watch the monologue and then we'd go to bed.
Yeah, yeah.
But we watched that about every
Yeah.
night.
So
together.
funny.
Good stuff.
Oh, he was hilarious.
So good.
They
So
were.
classy.
Oh yeah,
Just
sorry, I didn't
classy.
mean to interrupt.
No,
But I just,
yep.
he was always part of the every night ritual.
Yep.
Really.
For sure. Yep. Well, stay close. We'll talk more about this coming up on the General Store after this break.
Let your local Farmers Insurance agent Christine Flynn put her experience to work for you. Christine Flynn proudly serves Monroe, Lawrence, and Greene County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Christine Flynn at 812-822-2905 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Christine Flynn at 812-822-2905. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Buy Now Closeouts, located at 3478 West 3rd Street in Bloomington. Buy Now Closeouts has everything you could possibly need for a remodel or new build. Vanities, sinks, faucets, in a wide selection of all shapes and sizes. Washers, dryers, cabinets, fixtures, everything at discount prices. Gas ranges, electric stovetops, huge slashes on name brand items. Need flooring? You'll find stacks of it. Everything you need for your bathroom, kitchen, and dining areas. Buy Now Closeouts. You've got to check this out before you go anywhere else. New items arriving weekly and our inventory changes all the time, so stop in and see what's in stock for you. Buy Now Closeouts at 3478 West 3rd Street, behind Crew Car Wash. Don't buy later, buy now.
Technology has become more complicated and is becoming more cost prohibitive to hire the in-house talent that you need to keep your business secure and running smoothly. The AME Group can help. Outsourcing the management of your business technology gives you access to a broad range of technical expertise for less than hiring directly. AME offers managed IT services including proactive monitoring, preventative maintenance, software management, device management, and 24/7 network support to keep your technology consistent and reliable. The AME Group has been servicing the local area for over 35 years. Give Orion a call at 812-320-0389 for a free on-site assessment for your business today.
Okay, welcome back to the general store. So, before the break, we were talking about favorite television series or television shows that we loved,
Besides
when we were growing
Andy
up.
Griffith.
Right. Yeah, that one wasn't mentioned because we've already had we dedicated a whole episode to that.
We covered that.
Yeah.
But so we were talking about that, and so we'll pick up where we left off. So yeah, you were talking about Johnny Carson and the original Tonight Show. There just aren't any late shows today that are. Well, they've just lost their humor.
Right.
We talked about this too in an episode early on in the general store that we're not allowed to laugh anymore. We can't laugh at ourselves. We can't laugh at other people. You can't make fun of anybody. Comedy is dead.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, with that being the case, you can't really have talk shows because talk show hosts were really comedians, right? I mean, for the most part, and they'd bring guests on and they'd make fun of each other and the audience would laugh, and it was great because it gave us an opportunity to laugh after maybe a hard day or whatever, but can't do that anymore. So Johnny Carson was maybe one of the last. Even Jay Leno was
Johnny Carson could make fun of whatever president was in office. You had no idea what his personal
and it didn't matter.
Exactly.
It didn't matter. He made fun of whoever's in office because it was fun.
Exactly.
And everyone just laughed. I mean, it was no big deal.
No one took it personally. Everybody takes everything personally
Everything's
now.
personal.
It's not.
That's the difference.
It's not personal.
Exactly. It's
too
unbelievable.
politicized.
That's such
Everything
a good
is.
point.
Life is politicized now, and
it's like we can't be friends if we don't see eye to eye
Right.
politically. That's
Right.
yeah, exactly. That's such an awful thing. I mean, I feel like I have friends that are not on the same side of the aisle as I am, but I feel like I could go to lunch with them and
who cares?
exactly.
And I should know what side of the aisle you're on.
Exactly right. And you said that about Johnny Carson.
Yes.
I had a preacher like that growing up, Tom Ellsworth. I never knew.
No.
Right.
I never knew what side of the aisle he was on. Never knew. And it was good that way.
Right.
Yeah.
It was good that way. But now all these late night talk show hosts, I mean, they get brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, they go too far.
Yeah.
You know, and it just stinks that you can't get away from it in everyday life, right?
Right.
Social media has, and I'm just as guilty as the next person, right? I mean, we all
You post things on
we
social
all
media?
but we've all been sucked into that, right? That
Sure.
vortex of, and now, but everything now is about politics and if I could just turn the clock back. Honestly, if I could turn the clock back and change anything and go back to Mayberry, that might be the one thing, because I think that would fix everything. Is if we no longer, if politics wasn't first and foremost in front and center in everyone's life.
I agree.
It's not fun.
No.
it's like we can't be friends anymore, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have trouble with compromise.
Yes.
No.
Oh, there
Well,
isn't any.
they feel like compromise is a loss.
Exactly.
Right.
They feel like it's a
Exactly.
loss if you
Right.
compromise. And
Right.
how can you get anything done?
And that's
without
what
it?
needs to change.
So
I mean, that's what we were founded on.
that's right. That's exactly.
But there's
right.
not a lot of compromise in any situation now. I think
No, there's none.
marriages end
Right.
on a much greater scale now than before, because there's no compromise, right? I have to
Correct.
be right, and so I'm leaving.
Right.
I can't remember what movie I was watching the other night. There was a great line in the movie though. It said, "Mend it, don't end it." And I love that. It's
Nice.
like, work at it. First of all, marriage is, whoever said marriage is 50-50 is a bald-faced liar. Marriage is 100-100. You both have to give 100%, right?
Yes.
And neither of you should be takers. Both of you should be givers. You know what I mean? Like, marriage is hard, but but everybody, there's no compromise anymore. There's no compromise in anything. I don't think so. Yeah, if I could turn back the clock, that would be it though. I would take politics off the table in every situation.
Yeah, just leave it in the ballot box.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just leave it there. Just leave it there, and let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean right now.
Yes. No, we're going to. So
Positively.
So we're going to move on then. So back to television. So you know what else I really, really miss that, and I think kind of like American Idol or what was the show with Blake Shelton where they turn the chairs around? The Voice. Mm-hmm. I never watched that, so I didn't know what the name of it was. And then like America's.
You came up with it.
But America, what's the other one?
American Idol.
No, not American Idol.
Handstand.
The one you like, great. Where the
Survivor?
No, singing.
The Great Race.
I like Survivor.
No, the one where they sing.
2 words.
Masked Singer?
First word.
No, never mind. The one you always told me I should go on.
It's American Idol.
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent.
Oh, that
Thank
one.
you.
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry.
I think that's what.
I'm slow, but I'm not very smart.
I think
There's no talent there.
I think that's what they consider today as the new variety show.
Yes.
I miss the old variety shows.
It's
Barbara
all-
Mandrell
the
and the
actual-
Mandrell sisters.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett.
Tim Conway.
Glenn Campbell.
Oh, man.
Glenn Campbell, Good
Yes.
Time Hour.
Johnny Cash.
Mac Davis.
Yes.
The list goes on.
There were so
Yeah.
many great. That was great
That was
television.
variety.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the good old variety show.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
just don't. Where'd
Tony
those go?
Orlando and Don.
Yes, Sonny and Cher.
Yes.
Do you remember the?
Flip Wilson.
Yes. What about the Dean Martin?
Oh, yeah, the
Had-
celebrity
Talking about the
roast.
celebrity
they were hilarious.
roast.
They were hilarious.
And-
he
and-
had his own show, too.
But Dean Martin
And
had
the Gold
his
Diggers.
the Gold Diggers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there
I'm
were
telling
so
you,
many great
If
variety
you-
shows.
If
There
you
were.
ever get an opportunity, anybody listening to this, to watch those celebrity roasts.
Oh, they're hilarious.
You do not see comedy like that.
No.
nowadays.
Again, making fun of each other.
Right.
Brutal.
Oh, they don't let up.
It was.
And the person just
Oh,
laughs.
Don
right there.
Rickles
yeah.
was
He's the best.
He was
the
the
meanest.
best.
He was the meanest and funniest.
Newhart made the claim that he was my closest friend. I have never met Bob Newhart. I'll put it to you another way. Bob Newhart goes to...
Oh, Julia Roberts, you live next to me at the beach. You know that. Thanks for all the visits. Anyway, I'm living about 2 blocks from you. The broad never shows up. Come by and say hello.
Closer than 2
You
blocks.
have no lines, Julia. Just nod. Anyway.
Do you do a little exercise?
Yeah, I ride a bike, a recumbent bike, twice a day.
Do you watch what
11
you
miles
eat?
an hour. Let me finish, huh, Dave? I know it's your show, but have a little courtesy.
That's
huh?
all right.
A little respect.
I
I'm much
forgot.
older than you.
I understand.
And by the way,
Please,
that
I'm
snow
sorry.
is getting a little brighter up there.
All right, thank you.
Game shows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Paul Lynde.
Right in the middle.
Holy cow.
Yeah, he was
Go suck a window.
Man, that's good.
Paul
That's
Lynde
better than my Sammy Terry.
was so- I loved Paul Lynde. Oh,
he had his
my
own
goodness.
show for a while, too.
Gene Marshall. Wasn't that his name? The host of the show.
Yeah, I believe so.
And
Peter
then-
Marshall.
Peter Marshall. And then
Yeah.
there was like how many like
George Goebel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many great ones on
yeah.
that, and they were all comedians.
The Joker's Wild.
What was your favorite game show?
My favorite game show, Hollywood Squares, definitely ranked up there. But I also liked, I love the Gong Show.
I was just getting ready to say that as a
The Gong
joke.
Show. Oh, so funny. Chuck Barris.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
There
was one. There was one. Okay. There was one
You get the
gong
idea.
show, and maybe this happened on several of them. But there was one gong show where one of them wanted to gong whoever. It was a talent thing, right? Or-
Yeah.
Well, supposedly. It was all a big joke.
But literally, the other two would-be gongers, held them back from trying to. Now, I don't know if that happened a lot, but
Oh, yeah.
I about
They-
fell
all
out of my
kinds of
chair when I
crazy
saw
stuff.
that.
So
It
much.
was- it
And
was
there was
hilarious.
another one. I can't think of the name of the show, but Peter Marshall was also the host of it. And I can't remember. I wish I could think of the name of it. I just remember there were two like levels of stars, like 3 sitting up here, 3 sitting down here. I can't think of the name of it, but it was another great one. But there were so many great game shows back then. Let's Make a Deal, which I know that's back, and obviously The Price is Right has always been a staple, right?
Bob Barker.
Yeah. But Pyramid, 100,000
Pyramid.
Yeah.
It's back.
I love the Newlywed Game.
Oh, that was a great one too.
They would play that on Channel 4 late at night before I would go to bed, but always had a soft spot for Family Feud.
Yes, love that. Richard Dawson, the original.
Awesome. Love.
Yes.
He was such a ladies' man.
Yeah, he would always, and he'd always,
Oh my
he always
goodness.
had he always had the card in his hand, finger like this, and he'd talk to him, and loved Richard Dawson, who was on Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, right. That's where he got his start.
That's right.
There were a lot of great hosts. Bill Cullen was a host of many different shows. Alan Ludden.
Yes.
Wasn't it? Which one was Betty White's husband?
Alan Ludden.
Alan Ludden, I think
he
so.
did Password.
Okay.
Password was
the password is like somebody can hear him talking. The password.
The passwords. There were so many.
Who brought the golf to tell the password?
The golf announcer.
Yeah.
I mean, television. I'm sorry, but it's kind of rot these days. You know what I mean? It's just rot.
It is.
But there was actually, at one time, there was some good television.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Absolutely right.
And the best, I mean, for me, I spent so much time in front of a television with my dad. And so just so many great memories with him. But, yeah. I mean, so to wrap this conversation up, is there anything on television now that you will watch or like to watch?
We watch Survivor.
Yeah.
My wife, Renata, and I watch that. We kind of enjoy it. I mean, you kind of get addicted to it a little bit. There's a couple other shows that we like, but what do you got, Kurt? I'm out. Sorry.
Well, Mark turned me on to The Middle.
Oh yeah, it's a good show.
It's set in Indiana.
It's set in Indiana. You thought you had an idea where it was.
It's like in the Clay City area.
Clay City.
Yeah, that kind of area. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
But it's
Dad and I enjoy watching Blue Bloods.
Yeah, sure.
Together.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck.
I used to like the Hill Street Blues. We were talking about great shows. We watched that.
Dog
we're
Breath.
watching Rewind. The recorded version of that now. Yeah.
I think for me would be Blacklist.
I haven't tried that.
Oh my word, yeah, it's really good. The last couple seasons not as good. I think
still.
This is the final season.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the first several seasons were really, really good.
Now,
24
I love
was another one.
24
24
was good.
and Blacklist are probably my two favorites.
So This Is Us.
yes.
Lori and I. That was a great.
Gut wrench.
Hoping that didn't end. And before that, Parenthood.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to watch that,
I did.
that was really good.
Those were good. Yeah, This Is Us was really impactful.
Yeah.
Bill, anything now?
We watched that Bob Hart, Abishola or something like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
comedy.
Yes, comedy. It's a sitcom.
One on before that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He was a police officer. What was the show? He was a police officer and before that.
I can't think of the name of it, but he was
Chicago
in a sitcom
PD.
before. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of fun.
Very good. All right. Well, that was a fun conversation. So many great memories attached to some of those shows.
I could talk for TV and movies forever.
For sure.
It brings it back to that feeling that you had when you were a kid.
Absolutely.
Really. I mean, you flip through those.
Get the Jiffy Pop out.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. We didn't have Jiffy Pop in our house. We did it on a kettle on the stove with the lid, and you did this.
Right.
Yeah.
You made your own butter too, didn't you?
Yeah. I have made my own
She
butter.
was out
You're
there
exactly
churning.
right. You're exactly right. Good stuff.
How was that again, bud?
I don't remember.
I don't
It's
remember.
been too long since I've churned butter.
Great show, man. So many great memories.
Yes.
So good. We hope that maybe we hit on something that was one of your favorites and brought back some great memories
Like Green
for
Acres.
you as well. Yeah, Green Acres, Petticoat Junction.
Hee-haw.
Hillbilly.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait.
Hee-haw.
Sanford and Son. I can just keep going. I love
The
it.
Beverly
Hee-haw,
Hillbillies.
though.
The Beverly Hillbillies. Awesome.
Hee-haw. I don't think anybody in my family missed Hee-haw.
Yeah.
Was
So
that
good.
Saturday night?
Yes,
when that was
Saturday
on?
night.
I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
think about that.
They
Yep.
had Pop Goes to the Country. Marty Robbins had a show.
We could literally talk about this
Nashville Now.
forever.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We've only got so much tape,
Yeah.
folks.
So-
I'm sorry.
But hey, you know what though? underneath. Comment below if you would. Comment
Please.
below and tell us what
Yes.
your favorite shows were maybe growing up, and maybe what your favorite is now, and share some of your memories with us too. We would love to interact with you on that front. So thank you so much again for joining us on the General Store. Thanks to Mike and Carter. Also to our partners, AME Group, and also Christine Flynn with Farmers Insurance. And if it's the Lord's will, we'll see you again next Friday from the 70X7 studio here for the General Store.